If we look at the data, we can see that dystopian and apocalyptic stories tend to dominate during periods of political unrest or economic uncertainty. During times of peace and prosperity, escapist fantasy and otherworldly adventures are more popular. So let's look at how we can harness this data for the rest of our narrative design process, particularly focusing on the main idea. If you're already writing a comment, actually it's not true,
Never happened.
and anything you liked in media weren't about your fears or desires, listen. I grew up with movies about American high school bullies, jocks, nerds, and the weird person sitting alone at the cafeteria table. Did it reflect my real life? No. And honestly, I'm not sure it reflects the reality of 80s millennials in the US either. But does that mean the explosion of coming-of-age stories was random? Not at all. Like any genre, even the seemingly unrealistic ones, coming-of-age stories reflected real emotions, feelings of isolation, identity questioning, regrets they joined the crowd and allowed the hierarchical structures to pressure them behave in the way they wouldn't choose to otherwise. Once these high schoolers grew up, they could fully comprehend the context and the consequences of these experiences. Directors, writers, game developers got their hands on the industry and shared their stories for the same generation, who in turn also got hands on other industries to pay their adult money for entertainment, and they paid for the relatable stories. This is how coming-of-age genre popped off in the 2000s and 2010s. For example, Stranger Things and the Goldbergs, RPGs like Final Fantasy and Chrono Trigger, platformers like Super Mario and Sonic the Hedgehog also reflected the childlike wonder for adventures present in this story genre. Simulators like The Sims gave us the safe space to commit crimes in a dollhouse. Some fighter games, Street Fighter and Mortal Kombat, fueled the competitiveness spirits in the girlies. And educational quest games like Carmen Sandiego and Oregon Trail to spice up a school curriculum